A Lamborghini SUV? A four-door Lamborghini? Yes, that's what the Urus is. Now for a maker of super sports cars, this really is something different. This is a new chapter for the Italian brand. Well, they've made SUVs before. There was the iconic LM002. But the Urus is going to take things to a different level. But what Lamborghini says that though it's an SUV, though it sits pretty high, though it is quite heavy, it still has the Lamborghini DNA. Well, that's what we are here on this bright sunny day in Italy to find out. Just how well it handles, just how well it goes, and just how well it sounds. But before driving, let's see how it looks. Now, it doesn't have the visual drama of the Huracan or Aventador, but being 5 meters long, 2 meters wide, and sitting on those massive 23-inch rims, this is not a car you can miss. There are lots of Lambo touches like the sharp creases, angular lines, and Y-shaped DRLs. The sloping roof looks really sporty and adds to the design's aggression. But has it compromised space at the rear? Now, I never thought I'd be checking out the back seat of a Lamborghini. But the Urus, it's amazingly spacious. You don't expect a super sports SUV to worry about space at the back, but the Urus, well, it's made it a bit of a family super sports SUV. I don't know what it'll be like over here being thrown back and forward at really high speeds. But what I can say is that the space at the back, it's even good for 6-footers. So space is a small box that can be ticked. Not a very important box, I hope, for people buying this car. But in India, you never know. Even cars like this tend to be chauffeur-driven. On the narrow country roads outside the Vallelunga circuit, I can tell you this. The scenery becomes one fast blur and acceleration is simply savage. What's amazing is that the faster you go, the less intimidating it becomes and shrinks in size. This big SUV seems to morph into a small hatchback. It's agile, responsive, and eager to change direction, and the sudden tidal wave of power just takes your breath away. Is it as good on the track as it is on the road? A few hot laps will give us the answers. We're at the Vallelunga circuit and I'm about to hit the track. Now, that's not a natural habitat for an SUV, especially a 2.2-ton SUV. But quite frankly, this isn't just another SUV, it's a Lamborghini. And what I'm going to find out if it has the DNA of its siblings, the Huracan and Aventador. Well, a racetrack isn't a place to really test an SUV, but this isn't an ordinary SUV. This is the Urus, which has got Lamborghini's sports car DNA. And I have to tell you, I was a bit skeptical, but my God, the way this thing turns into corners, it's just unbelievable. In fact, it's physics defying. The different drive modes alter the character of the Urus to suit the environment, and here on the track, I'm in the full-blown Corsa mode. Corsa mode lowers the car, sharpens the throttle response, and stiffens the ride. The turn-in is just fantastic into corners. Oh my God. And I have to tell you that engine note, okay, it's not as high-pitched as its siblings, the Aventador or the Huracan, which have naturally aspirated big cylinder engines. But this V8 turbo, it sounds pretty good. Hear that? Listen to that noise. Ooh. Yes. Gonna floor it now. It's so well balanced. And it's really through these tighter bends and powering out of them that all that torque just rockets you forward. Yeah, that's another right-hander. Power, 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 my God. Oh my God, it's just got so much lateral grip. And as you can see, I'm just constantly headbutting the red line in Corsa mode.
It doesn't shift up automatically like in Sport, and there's so much torque. This thing just flies to the red line, and the red line is very conservative, only about 6,800 RPM. I just wish I had another 1,000 RPM more.
After the track, it was time to take the Urus off-road. I never would have imagined I'd be testing a Lamborghini on a dirt road. But this is a test of the Urus's SUV credentials. Well, this wasn't so much of an off-road course as it was a rallycross circuit. Now, I don't expect the Urus to do serious rock climbing, but it's great for a blast down a gravel path to your holiday home. To make an SUV dance like something half its size and weight is a physics-defying achievement, and no other SUV feels as sporty or quick. At the same time, it's practical and spacious and can do the office commute quite happily too. A raging bull that's also a tame bull, who would have thought that? But it's this duality of character that makes the Urus the only SUV of its kind. No wonder the first year order book is completely sold out.